guys? Today I'll be going over some equipment you'll need for surfing and getting you ready to go out in the water. Picking out the right board. For beginners, it is recommended that you start with a bigger board to help keep you above the water. Longboards are good to learn on and are typically between 8 to 10 feet long. Soft top boards are safer and cheaper than hard tops, making them an excellent option for beginners. Foam boards, or soft tops, are more affordable and easy to maintain. They're less dangerous to beginners due to their soft rails and forgiving fins. They are more durable and less likely to get dinged or break than hard tops. The most popular model is a Wavestorm, which is around $200 to $300. Some cons: there are limitations with movements, making them harder to turn and maneuver. They will absorb water over time, making them heavier. And unfortunately, they can't be repaired or recycled, causing a bigger environmental impact. Fiberglass, or hard tops, are able to cut through waves and sit lower in the water. Paddling out and riding waves is easier. It has more options for colors, graphics, and fins. Fiberglass protects the board from the water, keeping the water out and your board more buoyant. Cons: it is also harmful to the environment and is susceptible to sun damage. It is more likely to get dinged or dented and tend to be heavier than foam. Now that you've got your board picked out, you'll need to wax it. The first coat of wax is known as the base coat. It's the hardest wax and is used as the first layer, and in some hot climates, the only wax that won't melt. Tropical, for waters 75 degrees Fahrenheit and above. Warm, for waters 64 to 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool, for 58 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold, for 60 degrees Fahrenheit and below. Now, where should you apply your wax? The simple answer is anywhere you might step on your board. Don't skip on the wax. The extra cover will help you grip the board better. Cover your pop-up spot and rear foot over the fins well. For longboards, make sure you wax all the way up to the nose. If you have a short board, don't worry about the front of the nose. Make sure to wax the rails where you grab your board to improve your grip. Applying the wax. Some tips: don't wax your board in the sun. It will start to melt and smear off your board. Rest your board on something soft and make sure your fins aren't stressed. You want to create small bumps that will help improve your grip. Don't press too hard or the wax may start to tear off. For your base coat, start with a thin layer of wax. Apply it parallel to the stringer and then horizontally from rail to rail. You can draw lines about 2 inches apart and create diagonal lines that cross to give you a nice grip. Once you've got a good layer and beads are forming, switch to your next wax. The wax can be applied diagonally or in circles to form beads. It won't last forever, so you can experiment with different options. Some tips for waxing. Keep your wax in baggies to avoid sand getting in your wax. This also helps keep the wax from getting all over your stuff. Refresh your wax before every session you go out. Don't leave it in the sun, it will melt. And if your boards are out of the water, flip the wax face down away from the sun. Keep extra wax handy. You don't want to run out once you get to the water. Make sure you use the right wax for the right temperature. If the wax gets dirty or smooth and starts to come off the board, it's time to scrape it off and start fresh. Removing your wax. It is messy, so do it somewhere you don't mind getting dirty. Support your board so your fins aren't stressed. A folded blanket under the fins works well. Warm up the wax. Leave it in the sun or use a hair dryer to soften up the wax. Use a flat plastic straight edge, like an old credit card, to scrape off the wax. Do not use metal, you'll damage your board. It will come off in thin scrapings. Gather them up into a ball so it doesn't get everywhere. Once you're done, wash your hands with warm water to remove the residue. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out. Chaka bro.